Morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Atlantic City. Today we're going to church. Who we're going to listen to today? My favorite gospel singer of all time.
Let me tell you what I come in on.
And not that I'm a regular church person, because I'm really not, but I do have a favorite gospel singer. And that is, of course, the rockin' Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Who was born in Sister Rosetta was born in Cotton Plant, Arkansas, and her mother was heavily into the church, and eventually moved Rosetta to Chicago when she was a young girl, maybe of 6 or 7, and there she was exposed to not only church music, but Chicago jazz and a lot of the music of New Orleans, that was brought up with Southern blacks that were going to Chicago to look for work, much as Rosetta's mother did.
I begin to play. I know it rain. You know it rain. Oh, how it rain. Rain too long. All night long. Rain, rain.
There we go.
Rain, 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 rain. Didn't it rain?
Sister Rosetta was one of the first people to ever bring electric guitar into church.
Oh, my Lord.
And she could play. She could play more than a little. And I don't think that her influence on early rock and roll people like Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry can really be overstated. She developed a white audience in the early 60s through the mid 60s. Her appeal started to broaden, and she developed more of a white audience, and was a big hit in Britain, actually, where I don't think that the British people of that time listen to her jamming away on that Gibson SG. Playing the chords with her 3 fingers, and then using a thumb pick for the solos. She's really something. And her influence on the early portion of rock music certainly is undeniable. But always at heart, she was a gospel performer.
Oh, I love you so.
And did it well. Did it real well.
And ever until I leave this world. But I kind of feel trouble. The train is gone.
I believe this performance is actually from the BBC. It was on British television. And certainly I think most of Britain was not prepared for what they were going to get. I think this was rather a new thing back in the I think this might have been in 64, 65. Yeah, she was really something else. But certainly, I'm sure that even most hardline gospel people would certainly be the first to admit that nobody's done it like Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Not before, or maybe not even since. She could really put him down. Oh. This was not the kind of guitar work that you saw in church, especially back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And she really did make her bones post-World War II. You know, on the in the churches of the Chicago area, and wound up being a international superstar. Oh, for obvious reasons. Wow. But anyway, folks, you'll have to excuse me. I'm glancing down, watching. Oh, she's just dynamic. Oh my goodness. If you like what you hear, folks, go check out Sister Rosetta Tharpe. That's Tharpe. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She could play him, she could sing him, and she believed every single word of it. She was a heck of a lady. Yeah, she was. Oh my gosh, she was. Yeah, I think she was born in like 1915. So I think she was about, at this time, I think she was probably about almost 50 years old at this point. And she started really to develop her international audience that, you know, she maintained until her death. Oh, really good stuff. But I just figured it's a Sunday morning. I figured I'd give you a little church music today. So I hope you've enjoyed. Oh, go get him, sister.
I said I'm trouble, but the sun is gonna shine in my back door someday. Oh yeah.
Now there's a line that you've heard from blues and rock musicians alike, quoted by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. So I hope you've enjoyed a little gospel on a Sunday. And that, of course, is Sister Rosetta Tharpe. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you soon, YouTube. Be good out there. Back up on the boardwalk. Bye, guys.